Roll the coin. Put the coin in the chat. Put where you're from in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. Put where you're from in the chat. Coin in the chat. Put where you're from in the chat. Let's get deep. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. Put the coin in the chat. Put where you're from in the chat. Hit the share button. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube. Subscribe to my live subscription if you ain't did that yet. And today, I'm going to go over some old newspaper clippings. I keep these in files because they won't let you get on these newspaper sites like they used to. Roll the coin. How y'all doing? Peace to the gods and goddesses. Peace to all the virtuous Hebrew, American blood. Oh, all my people, I love y'all and I'm in love with you. Hit the like button, hit the share button. So today, I'm going to go over some old newspaper clippings. I got thousands of these, and I've been keeping them because as of December, it's hard for me to get back on these sites and get these clippings. I guess after they start seeing you putting certain clippings on the internet, they make it hard for you to get back to these old newspapers from the early 1900s and late 1800s, early 1900s newspapers telling you the truth about what they found and telling you about all the Indians and telling you about all the things that was going on in America that they don't want us to know. But when I started researching it, I started finding it harder to get in there with my email because they don't want me to get in there and get this information out. So I'm glad I went through those while I had the chance to go through them and get a whole lot of receipts. And I'm going to keep these receipts forever. And I'm going to put them out, this video on my YouTube so people can go back and find these different receipts if people need them in for future references. So that's what I'm on. One of my old receipts that was real interesting. Let me get out the way for them that y'all look at this. Now, one of my old receipts, Ohio's Forgotten Serpent Mound, dedicated to the sun god, right? The symbolism depicted in the Butler County earthworks nearly identical to that of ancient Egyptians, with the winged serpent solar disk to represent the sun god Ra. The general definition of the image is of nature, good and evil, another serpent mound in Ohio. Now, this is fire because that is the old kingdom symbol, people. See, people don't understand about these Egyptian symbols. That is the old kingdom symbol. When you see the two serpent snakes with the sun in the middle, this is called the old kingdom symbol, right? Meaning that this symbol came from the ancestors of the knowledge. Look it up. Look it up. The winged sun disk. Now, I was arguing with some Moors like a year ago. He was talking about this symbol was never found in America. And I went and got 3 or 4 receipts. And, I showed him, and he was looking real crazy. But this is the old world, people. That's where that symbol comes from. The solar disk in the middle, the sun symbolism with the two represent good and evil, with the 2 snakes on both sides, feathered serpents. That is the old kingdom symbol. Why is this old kingdom symbol in mound form? In mound form, right? On the ground in Ohio. See, this why stuff is so crazy with our history, people. These symbols are on the ground. These symbols are on ground, on mounds, temples, pyramids. These symbols are everywhere. But the thing about it is, it's hard to see these symbols on mound complexes. It's hard to see these symbols on mound complexes, people. until somebody blow it up like this and show you that that old kingdom symbol is on the ground in Butler County, Ohio, way older than Egypt. Way older than Egypt. This is amazing. This is amazing. Roll the coin. Now I want y'all to go research this symbol. This is the symbol of the old kingdom. This is the symbol of the ancestors of the people who brought the knowledge to different cultures. That's why this symbol is used in Egypt right now, people. It didn't start there. It's on the ground in Ohio. Ain't nobody gonna teach y'all this, bro. Ain't nobody researching the real knowledge, bro. The real knowledge is on the ground, people. The real knowledge is in the temples and the pyramids and the artifacts. The real knowledge is there. The real knowledge come from what your people touched. Not from what no YT man or no Egyptologist or no mound builder, American scientists. They not gonna tell you the truth because they know all the culture started in America. They know it, people. Today I'm gonna show y'all cuneiform. Cuneiform. Like the Sumerians wrote in America. I'm gonna show you that. I'm gonna show you there were people found in tombs with crowns and gold and I'm gonna show y'all all of this because they dumb America down as if nothing was found here, people. Everything was found here. When I say everything was found here, people, everything. Hebrew, hieroglyphics, cuneiform, tombs, mummies, gold, diamonds, emeralds, whatever you want to find in the ancient culture, it was found right here on the land we ride by every day. And I'm finna show you. Now, I just want to show y'all the old kingdom Egyptian symbol. Egyptians used this symbol talking about their ancestors from the old kingdom. And that symbol is on the ground in Ohio in mound form. I just want to show y'all that. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Shout out to everybody who just jumped in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. Put the coin in the chat. I love y'all and I'm in love with you. Roll the coin. Now let's start here. The Negro type, seen in most ancient Mexican sculptures, the Negro figure, frequently in most remote tradition of some American Pueblos, the race doubtlessly the most ancient skeletons, distant from the red American race, which is the Native American, which have been found various places from Bolivia to Mexico. It is likely that America was a Negro continent. America was a Negro continent, right? These are real people, real scientists. Marquez, check him out. He died in 1930. He's a botanist, historian. America is a Negro continent. I got a hunter-gatherer in here. Let me block him right quick. I'm not going to let y'all hunter-gatherer mess my live up no more, bro. Roll the coin. Get out of here. Where my moderators at? Roll the coin. Let's keep going. America was a Negro continent, distant from the Native American race, the Negro type in ancient Mexico. See that, right? Let's keep going. We got more receipts. To a visitor in the South, the physical characteristics of many Negro slaves bore witness to their Indian origin. Negro slaves Indian origins became Negro slaves, people. That's what they don't want to teach you. That's why your people on them plantations with the mounds, and because they started off as an Indian origin, they ended up a Negro slave. These people know this. Look, James Hugo, look these people up. These are real people. You started out with an Indian origin, descendant of a mound builder, ended up a Negro slave. Where my moderators at? I need y'all. I need you. I need you. They own me. They own me. Roll the coin. I got to block. I got to start to break myself. I'll block you and start to break myself. Now, Indian origin became Negro slaves. You see that? That's why the mounds are on the plantations, people. Now, somebody tagged me in a video. I had already talked about this plantation mound, but somebody tagged me in a video showing the mound in the middle of the plantation. It's going viral on TikTok right now. I've been showed y'all that. I've been showed you that. Roll the coin. The white T-man just threw it up there trying to be funny. I've been showed y'all that that mound was on that plantation in the middle of the yard, bro. Roll the coin. This ain't nothing new. We already know this. I've been talking. I'm the only person ever talked about the mound plantation. Because people ain't researching this. This is our real history. That's why we are enslaved on our ancestors' land on the mound, people. With the plantation right out there. Let's keep going. Roll the coin. Let's get here. In America, the oldest of the continents. America is the oldest of the continents, right? The oldest of the continents. Which the first civilizers appeared was sunk beneath the waters of the Atlantic Ocean. They're talking about Atlantis, right? Old books of Central America, also those in Egypt, Solomon received an account of the lost Atlantis. According to the hypothesis, the American continent formerly extended from Mexico, Central America, New Grenada, far into the Atlantic Ocean. They're talking about Atlantis, people. Ancient America is the oldest continent. Let's keep going. The oldest continent. Let's get into some newspaper clippings. Indians may be classified with the Negro race. See that? Walter Pleckert. He is changing melanated Indians into Negroes. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. An accumulation of carefully dated soil samples of long neglected artifacts from man-made mounds in Louisiana, Mississippi, Florida shows that there were permanent settlements in the southeast of America before the pyramids of Egypt were built in Egypt, thousands of years earlier than the archaeologists once thought possible, people. Roll the coin. Put the coin in the chat. Didn't I teach you that? I showed you that. We had mounds aligned with stars in Louisiana and Mississippi and Florida before Egypt ever got built. Come on now. Same way I taught it. Because I researched it and it showed me the truth that these mounds are thousands of years older than the pyramids. That's not where the knowledge comes from. The knowledge comes from the mound, then it goes to the pyramid, right? Structure building gets better over time with evolution. Our people get stronger and more knowledgeable and they keep building better structures. It's just common sense. The agriculture gets better. The farming gets better. The cattle gets better. The astrology, the math, everything gets better over time. But the beginning origin of the knowledge comes from these mounds in Louisiana, Mississippi, and Florida, people. Man-made mounds. Permanent settlements in the southeast of America before the pyramids of Egypt. You see that, right? Let's keep going. I'm just going to run down all my newspaper receipts and let y'all check them out. They fire. Everyone I'm going to show you fire. Stay with me. Roll with me. There were permanent settlements in the southeast of the U.S. before pyramids were built in Egypt. We got 2 or 3 different newspapers telling you this. Permanent settlements. Already been here, already rolling corn, already irrigating the river, already living good off nature, already meditating in the crop field, already spiritual, already got the star alignment, already got all of it. All this stuff y'all talking about over there in Africa, we were doing it over here thousands of years before y'all ever got it. We the ones brought it over there. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. So, therefore, you not no Pharaoh. A Pharaoh got your blood. You not no Sumerian. Sumerians got your blood. Your blood went over there and mixed with them and made them intellectual. The blood from here went around the world and made these people great. That's when they became part Hebrew and part everything. God's chosen people. They are talking about God's chosen people because these people were way different from them when they came on to their continents, people. It started right here on the Mississippi Valley. Ramses II ain't got no, the man in Georgia ain't his blood type ain't matching Ramses. Ramses' blood type matching his. His ancestors ain't never left the land. His blood purer than theirs. They try to make it like our blood came from over there, but the blood came from here to there, not from there to here. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Freedman does not mean free slave, people. Freedman literally means free man, free Indians. Freedmen are free classified Indians. Freedmen were free indigenous people. Wasn't no damn slaves. Roll the corn. You don't bring no slave from Africa and they own 100 acres of land. What kind of slave own 100 acres of American cotton, American corn, American tobacco? You're not even from here to even know how to grow that. First off, how you get 100 acres? Second off, how you learn how to grow all these American crops? If you just came on the boat. If they taught you how to pick cotton, it's cool, but you don't know nothing about no damn tobacco. Two different crops. These are indigenous people. Freedman is freed Indian from under slavery, people. They try to teach you that a Native American group enslaved you. That's how you became part Choctaw or part Cherokee or part Chickasaw. That's a lie. They enslaved Indians, enslaved Africans. Now they part Choctaw. Get the fuck out of here. Do that make any sense? That is a lie, people. That's a lie. We were the first Choctaw. They culture assimilated our tribe and tried to become us. And the colonizers understood that they were easier to work with than us. And they worked with them. And they had to run us off. Let's keep going. Receipts. Freedman is free Indian. Let's keep going. A cave has been discovered in Kentucky which contained mummies with Masonic emblems, pyramids in the cave, several tablets of hieroglyphics, bronze wares. Bronze wares is alchemy because you got to make bronze out of two different things. Pieces of pottery. One mound was opened and found contained 6 well-preserved mummies. Okay. We got mummies in the mounds? Okay, now we get into the truth. Yo, these people buried just like Egyptians. Right in the mound. Y'all acting like these some type of dumbass Native American. Roll the corn. This is a sophisticated race, ain't older than Egypt, burying their people in mounds with hieroglyphics, bronze, pottery. Roll the coin. What else we got up in there? We know the truth now. Prehistoric race of America. Their identity with the ancient Egyptian race. Why are y'all saying mound builders are just like the ancient Egyptian race? Why are y'all saying? I'm going to show y'all that 50 times. Y'all went in there and found elaborate melanated people in the mounds with pottery and gold, even crowns on their head, bro. Stop acting like y'all ain't find nothing out there. Y'all found everything out there. And I'm finna show it. Roll the coin. Roll the coin. Stop playing, man. These our people, bro. Meditating in the crop field. Found that an altar mound. These are people. Way older than Egypt. Meditating. He already spiritual in the field. He already know about the star alignment. Roll the coin. This ain't no native. Y'all better get your mind right. This us. I can't even find this artifact nowhere. I can't find this artifact right here nowhere. I done searched the whole museums all over the country. I can't find it. Only place I can find it is in an old newspaper, people. Terracotta figure from Ohio Mound, Hopewell, Mississippi. I can't find this artifact nowhere. I bet that artifact somewhere brown skinned it right now. Roll the coin. American prehistoric race proved their identity with the ancient Egyptian race. Roll the coin. Now let me show y'all something, how these YT people play. Let me show y'all how the YT people play on you. Look at this. What makes this geology professor think these mounds are 11,000 years old on the campus of LSU? He found original plans for Baton Rouge, New Orleans commuter train in there. Y'all busting jokes, bro. Y'all think I just be making this shit up? They busting jokes about the mounds 11,000, putting it in the newspaper at LSU. They know how old this stuff is. Don't think these people don't know how old your history is on this continent. They are busting jokes in newspaper cartoons about LSU mounds 11,000 years old. That is 2 times older than Egypt. These mounds are aligned with Arcturus, the brightest star in the sky at the time. These mounds so old, they ain't even aligned with Sirius. They aligned with Arcturus. Arcturus is the old morning star. Sirius is the new one. We've been doing this so old, this stuff aligned with Arcturus, the old morning star. Egypt using the Sirius star. The mound builders using Arcturus. Arcturus is older than Sirius. You better go do some real research. When I tell you something, you better put the house on it. Put the house on it. That's how I know we way older. We ain't even studying the same stars. We on the old star. They on the new ones. Let's keep going. Mysterious ancient mounds in Ohio. Certain strange inscriptions supposed to be ancient Hebrew on stones found in one of these mysterious ancient mounds in Ohio. Ancient Hebrew, huh? Roll the coin. Let me get out the way. Scotia River. You see that? Descendants of those mighty nations, warlike and brave. You see that? Mississippi, once abode of the mighty nation, civilized and refined, warlike and brave. Descendants of those mighty nations. You see it? This country, long before the appearance of the Savior of the earth, this country was already civilized and refined before y'all came up with Jesus Christ. That's what they saying. The Savior of the earth is Jesus. They talking about these people was already over here warlike and brave, civilized and refined, mighty nation, Ohio and Mississippi, way before Jesus was even put in a book. They telling you the truth. The mighty nation on, who is the mighty nation on the Mississippi? Okay, let's keep going. Roll the coin. Mighty nation on the Mississippi. Okay. Hold on, let me see something. It might be the wrong receipt. Okay. That's the Hebrew one. 1492, Indian. 1832, Negro. Then you went to black. You went back to Negro. You went back to colored. Now you're African American in the 70s. Then you're black again in the 80s. In the 88, Jesse Jackson come with the African American. Roll the coin. This is crazy. They changed you to black. Identity of the original people to legal fiction on paper. They no longer exist as a people. If there are no people attached to the land, it's considered abandoned. When the land is considered abandoned, 9/10 of the law is possession. You ever sold some drugs? 9/10 of the law is possession. If you don't have possession of your land, they can take it. There go your story right there. That's why they want to name you black African American. So you cannot gain possession of your land. You abandon your land because you black. Now they found your land because they white. I'm laughing to keep from crying. Roll the coin. This is what we're going on over here. They do this and they do taxes and they do land schemes and all that. They got all type of moves to remove the original people off their land and get wealthy off of it. That's why the wealth gap is the way it is, because y'all are stealing. We never stole nothing. Y'all was stealing. Anybody can come up stealing. Anybody can become a millionaire stealing. If I kick in the back window of a car and found $1 million in a bag, that was an easy lick. I came up stealing. I didn't work for that. I just boop, give me the bag, I'm out of there. That's what they done. That's what they done. Easy transition to wealth. We wasn't using it as wealth back then. They knew what we had. We were just feeding our people living in nature. But they sitting there like this. I could make $1 million off that tobacco in that field. I could make $1 million off that cotton in that field. They just using it to make clothes. They living off nature. They not even worried about no material gain. They come with the material gain of your crops and fields and land. These people sitting on the gold mine, they don't even know it. That's how they thinking. And that's what they done to our people. Oh, screenshot that. Screenshot that. This the truth. I'm going to give you the truth. These receipts I done gathered over years, people. A lot of these receipts I done had for years. I just wanted to bring them back out because we got to get back to the basics, man. The Virginia Vital Statistics Bureau passed all non-reservation Indians as Negro. If you're not on that reservation, you a Negro. Now them other people with the reservation, became Native Americans. The federal government gave them that. The Negroes that bucked against them became non-reservation Indians, turned into African Americans. Simple. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Now, this is an old painting of a Choctaw in New Orleans. This is Chief Warhorse. This is an old picture of a Choctaw in New Orleans. This is Chief Warhorse. Who are the original people? My great-grandma was a Choctaw. Let me show you this again. This is a painting of a Choctaw Indian in New Orleans, Louisiana. Chief Warhorse is from Louisiana. They look exactly alike, people. Roll the corn. They acting like we not no Choctaws and Chickasaws and Creeks. You a lie. Look at the hair, look at the skin tone, same people. They live in the same area of the world. Come on, man. I'm going to find the receipts. I don't see no native. They're a native. That is a melanated woman. Looking just like Chief Warhorse. Shout out to Chief Warhorse. I love you and I'm in love with you. This is the truth. That's copper. That's reddish brown. Come on, man. That's the real color of the Southeastern Indian. Roll the corn. Let's keep it moving. New Orleans cemeteries consist of burials of all Black American Indians, indigenous American Indians, buried underneath every part of New Orleans. Everywhere you dig in New Orleans is melanated up. Mardi Gras did not come from no French and England and whatever they try to teach you. Mardi Gras come from the celebration of the spring of melanated, indigenous, American Indians. Mardi Gras come from the spring celebration. Why you think Mardi Gras is in the middle of February? That is a spring celebration. The rejuvenation of the earth, the vegetation of the earth, man. It ain't got nothing to do with no YT, man. Acting like. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell y'all some real history. Our people were celebrating the spring in New Orleans way before colonizers got there. These YT people called qualls, started putting masks on out there trying to party with us at Mardi Gras. That's where the mask ideology come from for Mardi Gras. They throw on a mask, go out there and act like they us. That's why they still wearing masks at Mardi Gras today. That's where the masks come from. Then they put in some European traditions with our traditions and act like they started it. Roll the corn. Y'all ain't got no culture, bro. Where is y'all culture at? You ain't got none. Where your coach? Where is your coach? Our people was out there celebrating. That's why our people still go out there and celebrate it today. They threw all their mess on there and act like it came from over there, trying to make it all pagan and Satan. But that came from the spring celebration. It's done in Alabama too. Alabama got a spring celebration just like Mardi Gras. Mississippi got a spring celebration just like Mardi Gras. Do your research. Ain't come from no European. Stop it. Talking about some freedmen, slaves dressing up like Indians celebrating Mardi Gras. You a lie. Ain't no freedman slave dressing up like trying to be no Indian. I'm sick of y'all people with this fake history, man. Stop it, man. Our people ain't never tried to be like nobody else on the face of the earth. We was already out there doing elaborate costumes at the Mardi Gras for the spring. Y'all gonna try to switch it around and say we got it from Native Americans. I'm so tired of these people, bro. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. The lies, bro. Big lies. Roll the corn. Second, as to the numbers, were the extremely black Indians or Negro natives. Extremely black Indians. You see that? Extremely black. Who is y'all talking about in these newspapers, bro? Canton, Mississippi, what up? Cracktown, what up? Extremely black. Let me find something extremely black, man. Give me my mouse. Extremely black. What the? Vicksburg, Mississippi, what up? Roll the corn. Extremely black. The dark-eyed, sallow complexion, proud, swell-dressed Portuguese, right? A few merchants with smattering of French were met occasionally. Second, as the numbers were the extremely black Indians. Negro. Roll the corn, man. These people got to be out their mind, bro. Let's keep going. Extremely black, though. The wild Indians are called blanket Indians, people. I taught y'all that. They knew the difference between a melanated Indian and a blanket Indian. The blanket Indian, he don't cultivate no soil. Terry, Mississippi in the building. Roll the corn, man. The blanket Indian don't cultivate no soil. He can't grow nothing. You know why they call him a blanket Indian? I'm going to show y'all why they call him a blanket Indian. I'm going to show y'all why they call him a blanket Indian. Let me show you. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. Hold on. Let me show y'all why they call him a blanket Indian. Now I got to teach you. Show and tell. Show and tell. Put the corn in the chat. This is why they call him a blanket Indian. He cold as hell. He can't cultivate no soil. He just laid out there in the cold, freezing, just laying there like a barbarian with a blanket. Just ain't done no work, ain't trying to eat. He ain't rolling no corn. He just bundled. He all like he fucking cold. He looking all stupid. Roll the corn. He like this. Look, roll the corn. That's a blanket Indian. Them ain't our people. They know the difference between a blanket Indian and our people. Now you get the definition of a blanket. He not doing nothing but laying there with the blanket. Not cultivate the soil. He ain't flipped no soil to roll no corn. He is not doing a motherfucking thing. Roll the corn. Now watch this. But the black Indian, what? 6,000 formerly slaves of the black Indian, he rolled in the corn. We can't get no work out of the blankets. But these, do you see the difference? Come on, man. I can't teach you no better. He a blanket Indian. He just laying there cold. He useless. Garbage juice smoothie. He a garbage juice smoothie. Trash. Roll the corn. He can't do nothing. He just happened to be on the land on some hunter-gatherer shit. Let's keep going. Don't you ever forget. These two words I want y'all to remember. Blanket Indian and squaw. You see squaw? Squaw. Squaw is them. Blanket Indian and squaw is the name they call them people. Now you see the difference? You a YT squaw. For entertainment purposes only, TikTok. For entertainment purposes only. I'm just teaching it how it was taught to me. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Old squaw. Okay. The leader of the Chickasaw Negro Indians was in an open rebellion. What kind of leader of the Chickasaw is a Negro? Chief Blue. Chickasaw Negro Indian Rebellion, Chief Blue, is a Negro. He is the leader of the Chickasaws. Gone out on a marauding tour, terrorizing the Squaw Indians. Chief Blue in terror. Chief Blue like, look, y'all over here taking my shit. I'm finna roll down. Marauder is pull up and do something about something. He is pull up. Chief Blue Tide, the real Negro chief. The leader of them, Chief Blue. You see that? They not calling him no Negro just to be calling him a, it's a real nigga. Cherokee origin is a whole big story. I got to break that down another day. That's a whole nother story. It is some weird stuff going on with the Cherokee sometime, but we'll talk about it another day. Okay, let's keep going. Now look at this. This is very interesting. Listen closely. Listen closely. Ohio. Pieces of slate which bear upon the surface hieroglyphics similar to the English alphabet. In Ohio, piece of slate, surface hieroglyphics similar to the English alphabet. I put this in here just to show y'all something. They be acting like this alphabet came from overseas. Bro, English is not y'all language, bro. Y'all ain't created not one language, bro. You think we don't know that? You think we don't know Hebrew turned into hieroglyphic, turned into English letters? You think we don't know that shit? I just like to show the receipt. Hieroglyphics similar to English alphabet. It is transforming from Paleo-Hebrew, pictures into hieroglyphics, into letters of English. Why is hieroglyphics similar to English found in Ohio? Does that make any sense? Talking about speak your native language. I am, squaw. What the fuck are you talking about? We created all of this. All of it is our native language. What are you talking about? You don't know how these languages transformed over time because you're not informed enough to know the truth. Hieroglyphics start changing into English letters. Roll the coin, man. I can't teach you no better. If I can't teach you no better, my babies. Roll the coin. Whoa! Now let's get into my boy. Now people want the receipts on this, cause just cause we be around here saying he's a mound builder, he is an American Indian, he's a Moor, he is an American Indian. Now I put him back to the old receipts. Now I'm gonna pull out the old receipts and show you who he is. Let's keep going. Whoa. Negro, curly hair, gold feather crown. Typically, generally associated with the romantic images of an American Indian. They call him a Moor because this is a statue of him in Europe, in Germany. That's why they call him a Moor, because they call everybody Moors, because that is the derogatory term for melanated people. And our people act like they so ignorant, you don't understand that them people call everybody a Moor in ancient times. He not no more. Watch this. He got turtle shells on the thing with emeralds. Right? Roll the coin. Gem-studded jewelry, necklace, armlets, knee bands, cuffs, belt heavily loaded with pendants to form a fringe skirt, people. He is an American Indian. You want the real receipts? And keep going. American Indian. A series of engraving of the New World by Theodore DeBay in I think that's 1328. I could be wrong. 1528. Powerful king called who? What's his name? Santillana. Santillana is the chief of the Jacksonville Indians, the Tomuka tribe, North Florida. You want the real receipts? You don't want the real receipts, man. These people are making statues of our chiefs that they saw and stole and took them back to Germany somewhere, bro. American Indian Santillana. He got tattoos. The powerful king with tattoos, my babies. New World. What a New World at? America. What's Santillana the chief of? The Tomuka Indians of Jacksonville, North Florida. Tomuka Indians are descendants of who? Mound builders. Who broke that code? We know the truth now. These are our people. Gold feathers, gold Hebrew breastplates, tattoos. Okay, now I got to go back. I ain't want to go back this far, but now I got to go show you your tattoos. We been had the tattoos, people. With the Sirius star, the hawk motif on our eye tattoo, whole body tattoo. Whole body tattoo. Take your shirt off, nigga. Whole body tattoo. This our people. That is the Sirius star. That is the hawk eye. What did you think that is right there? That's the hawk eye. This come out of Moundville, Alabama. This our real culture. Roll the coin. We ain't making nothing up. This come out of Alabama, out the Mound. With the Hawkeye. The hawk motif is the morning star motif, people. That is the Celestial Rising. That's the same thing Egyptians are over there praising, and it's found right here in America way before they got it. We taught them. We mixed in with them. They wasn't great before we got there. We were great before anybody came over here. This before any colonizer or anybody came over here and messed with our people. We was already great. Growing crops, star alignment, mounds, housing, storing stuff for the winter. Living in beautiful nature all over America. The Southeast is warm. They down there balling. They balling in Miami, Jacksonville, Jackson, Mississippi, Mobile, Alabama, the Mobile Indians, Creek Indians in Georgia balling, South Carolina balling, Caddo Indians balling, Arkansas, everybody was balling before these people came over here. Living in the good sunlight, good rivers, good crops. Virtuous people around. Ain't nobody stealing. Ain't nobody got no materialism. Ain't nobody trying to be better than nobody. Living in peace and harmony with nature. That's your real culture. Studying the stars, making bracelets, making necklaces, digging up emeralds out the ground, digging gold out the ground. Your people so great, they dug the gold out the ground and made their own necklaces, made their own bracelets, made their own crowns. Ain't no other civilization on the face of the earth ever done that. But us. Let me show you a picture of him again. Do you know how hard it is to make this stuff? Do you know how hard it is to make jewelry like this? With your bare hands, you got to find the materials, put the stones in there, align. You are doing chemistry. You know how hard it is? I'll pay a nigga $5,000 if he can make a crown look better than that with them emeralds and gold from gold he found out the ground. I'll pay a YT anybody. That is greatness right there, people. Look at that. Can't nobody make that today. With their bare hands. This man studied in jewels and diamonds and gold, and he ain't even got no machines. Think about this, man. This is greatness right here. This man got emeralds like this, turtle shells and emeralds and roll the corn. Man, right there from North Florida, man. We know the truth now. Let's keep going. Some color sketches which treats of Negro type indigenous to our southern states. Negro type indigenous people from the southern states, Southeast mound builder stock. Just like I taught it. Roll the corn. We're not making this up. Why are these YT people talking about this in 1902, 1905, 1890? All these Negroes in the Southeast. Where they come from? They was already here. Already was here. Let's keep going. Asiatic Negroes. Languages with the African and Polynesian Negro, right? Negroes originated in southern slopes of Amala Mountains, South China. Now watch this. Black nations. Negroes are black nations found in America before Columbus. You see that? Black nations found in America before Columbus. You see that? Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. Found in America before Columbus. The process of becoming politically correct in history books is becoming a process that will eventually write the black Indians out of history. Current histories record that I can't see that side, the first African slaves arrived in Virginia. However, if you read the original report, the word African is not used. It just say 20-odd Negroes. Y'all bringing these Negroes from the South to Virginia, bro. These people ain't coming from no Africa. Stop it. Y'all just went around Florida and dropped the people from Louisiana, Mississippi right there in Virginia. Bro, these people so fucking cold-blooded. Let me keep going. Let me keep going. Negro was used as a term for Indian. Changing Negro to African, we would now assume that these slaves were from Africa. Then actually these slaves came from the American West Indies, where thousands of indigenous American Indians were enslaved. West Indies is the Carib area. Negro became politically incorrect and replaced with African American. Not all Negroes were African. Many were American Indians. If we continue to go through the history books and change the word Negro to African American, Black Indians will eventually fade into non-existence. Do you feel me? This is what's going on in history, the real history of America. Negro turned into African American. I just showed y'all that a minute ago. Let me show it to you again. Negro turned into African American. Here you go. Negro, colored, African American. Afro-American, Black African. Negro turned into African American. Started with Indian. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's get through the rest of them. I got a couple more receipts for y'all. Palacio, military general, historian, and writer. It is undisputable that in very ancient times, the Negroes occupied Mexico. They bought their own religious so-called cults and ideas. The Negroes occupied Mexico in ancient times, from a historian right over here in America. Roll the call. Let's keep going. Now check your boy out. Now. Look at what he said. This fact of old black nations in America will be new, yet it is an important feature of the American history. The black tribes of which I have found evident traces and remains in North and South America. Now look what he say. Now. Check your boy out. The Yamasee, Negroes. Ancient Caracoles, Haiti, Negroes. The Californians, the Californians of the Carib Islands, Black Caribs. Look what he's saying. Brown Negroes, found by Spaniards, Guyana. How many more I got to give you? Screenshot that. The Yamasee are right up there on the coast of Atlantic coast. Negroes. You see that? Roll the coin. Put a 2 in the chat if you hear me. Put a 2 if you hear me. Put a 2 if you hear me. Okay. Maya sages doubtless had reached similar conclusions since they called the country Mayak. This is the land first emerged from the bosom of the deep. That is the creation story. right? The country of the shoot. And the Egyptians, according to Herodotus, boasted that their ancestors in the land of the West were the oldest men on earth. Even the Egyptians told you we was the oldest people on earth. Even they know the truth. Come on, let's keep going. Now, Herodotus, right, was right. He went over there and he lived with the Egyptians for a while. He studied the Egyptians. Now look what he said. Herodotus studied the Egyptians. But to any one of the Egyptians who makes his living of these it is a great reproach. They make their bread of maize. Egyptians make their bread of maize, people. You see that? Put the corn in the chat. Put the corn in the chat. Egyptians are making fucking cornbread. Egyptians is making cornbread. You know I gotta go deeper. You know I go deeper, right? Egyptians making cornbread, which some called spelt. 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 Cornbread spelt. Whoa. Spelt. Cornbread. Corn. I'm a bad man, bro. I'm a bad man. Egyptians over there eating that good spelt. Y'all eating that spelt? Let's go back. They make their bread of maize, which some call spelt. Spelt is cornbread. Y'all over there eating that good hot water cornbread in Egypt, ain't you? The corn rolled over there a long time ago, didn't you? Yeah, we taught y'all how to make that spelt. What you do? I'm a bad man, bro. Cornbread. Spelt flour, cornmeal, baked egg. Spelt. The nutty flavor of the cornbread. Roll the corn. Spelt. He say spelt is a grain. Spelt is, I just showed you the Egyptians called the bread spelt. Resilient society. Get your life together. Roll the corn. Let's keep going, man. We know what spelt is. We ain't got to play with you. Okay. 1,000-year-old pyramids under the water in Rock Lake, Wisconsin. 1,000-year-old pyramids under the lake in Wisconsin, right? Prehistoric pyramid under the lake in Wisconsin. Prehistoric, Roll the corn. Prehistoric pyramid. The Indian pyramid under the water. Indian rock pyramid under the water in Wisconsin. The Indian rock pyramid. Indian pyramid? Okay. Now, I couldn't find a picture of the actual pyramid under the water because they took it. I had one picture, but it's kind of messed up. But in that area, there are small pyramids all over the woods. And I got pictures of it, right? Small pyramids all over the woods. Let me show them to you. Small ancient pyramids all in the woods. They say these pyramids were made by elementary school students. They said these pyramids were made by elementary school students of the local elementary school. Roll the corn. But we gonna zoom in. We gonna zoom in You know I got to zoom in, right? This made by elementary school students. I got to zoom in. Let me zoom in. Watch Young Thug. Watch Young Thug on the front of it. Damn, look at Young Thug. Oh my God. That is the X, just like the old Mick X. Look at the faces. Look at his face right here. That's Thugger Thugger. Man, them our people on that pyramid, man. Right there in the woods, right by the pyramid under the water, man. Stop playing. These our people, bro. These ain't no natives. These melanated. These people look like that roller corn. Why y'all be playing with us, bro? I'm going to put the receipts in the receipt book, and it's a wrap. Go to my YouTube. If you're new to my channel, go subscribe to my YouTube. I'm putting these receipts right on YouTube. Every time I go live, I'm putting the whole live on YouTube. I don't want y'all to miss none of this must-see TV. You can't miss none of this must-see TV, man. This the best shit on TV. Roll the car. Them our people on that pyramid outside the lake. Where y'all bury the pyramid under the lake, man. Talking about elementary school students built this. Ain't no elementary school student put no perfect face on side no stone. Y'all quit playing with us. Roll the corn. Let's keep it moving. Indian pyramid. Now, DeSoto led the first white man's expedition into the New World in 1539. Stories of a Negro who was a ruler of an Indian tribe are believed to have some basis. Many Negroes today are able to trace their ancestry to the various Indian tribes of the territory of Mississippi. Y'all were talking real good back in the early 1900s. Y'all were telling the truth in the 1900s. Look. Yeah. Negro Indian tribe in Mississippi, DeSoto. Come on, man. Come on, dog. What lake? That's lake. Let me show you the lake, bro. I ain't gonna leave. I'm gonna let you get the lake, bro. Here go your lake right here. Here go your lake. Right here. Rock Lake, Wisconsin, big dog. They got a whole series about it. Rock Lake, Wisconsin, where they buried, it's a pyramid under the lake. And these small ones are outside the lake. I ain't gonna leave you hanging. Go study that. But why DeSoto talking about a Negro chief that he ran across? DeSoto ran across Tuscaloosa. Chief Tuscaloosa. DeSoto unalived Chief Tuscaloosa. DeSoto unalived the Natchez Indian chief. DeSoto unalived the Choctaw Indian chief. Yeah, they don't teach you all that. He could be talking about Tuscaloosa. Stories of a Negro who ruled the ruler of an Indian tribe. He could be talking about Tuscaloosa in Alabama, because DeSoto did run across Tuscaloosa. That's a fact. These just facts. We ain't in our feeling, we just stating facts. Indian Negroes. The origin of the Indian Negro is not so clear. Right? Who purchased his freedom married an Indian squaw. An Indian squaw is a Native American people. We are the Indian Neat. They are the Indian squaw. Do you see the difference? Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. Now, this is a Adena mound builder Indian artifact. Adena tribe. Hooked to the Mississippian. Look at the hair. Look at the nose. Look at the hair. Look at the nose. Look at the brow line. These are melanated people. This ain't no native. Look at the eye. Look at my eye. Look at that eye. Come on, man. Look at the mouth. This look like my little cousin pouting because we didn't get her a Coca-Cola. What the fuck is going on? These are melanated people, man. I'm going to show you the artifacts and what these people were saying about these particular people, man. Come on, big dog. Let's keep going. Cuneiform. Cuneiform found in America. There you go again. Cornell University. Cornell. They always gonna put corn or Corinthian or Cornwall. This is what the YT people do. They use Cornell and Cornwall and Corinthian to hide ancient corn growing all over the world. That's why they named Cornell University. Because it was on an old mound in a cornfield. That's why they call it Cornell University. I just taught you something. Mesopotamian cuneiform, reportedly found in Quaker City, Ohio. Why is Mesopotamian cuneiform found in Ohio? I told y'all them Anunnaki Mesopotamian that they keep lying about ain't nothing but mound builders. I told y'all that. People think we know the truth now. Lose this man. I can read the artifacts. I'm not saying I can read the cuneiform. I'm saying I can tell what style artifacts do not supposed to be found in America if they're not from here. Cuneiform do not supposed to be found in Ohio. If cuneiform is 15,000 years old, so-called Mesopotamia, it's cap. The mound builders from here took that knowledge over there. That's how they end up getting cuneiform. We took that over there. Because it don't supposed to be in no mound in Ohio. Come on, man. You see it. Screenshot that. So when all these Anunnaki dudes get on the internet, y'all show them this. Be like, damn, my dog. Enkidu and Enlil must have been in Ohio. Enkidu must have been in Ohio. Roll the coin. We ain't trying to hear that, bro. It's mound builder knowledge. This ain't no Anunnaki knowledge. That's mound builder knowledge. Let's keep going. Egyptian statue found in North Illinois. 20 miles north of Chicago. 20 miles north of Chicago. Egyptian statuette. Looking just like a YN from Chicago right now. With the long dreads. When you see this, you think Egyptian. When I see this, I think North American mound builder. This is an agriculture pose, people. You resurrect with agriculture. That's what it means. The crook and the flail. The crook and the flail is agriculture and cattle. That don't come from Egypt. They've been burying mound builders like, that's why they won't show you the mound builders. They buried just like this. See, ND. See, I got to correct you on that, bro. People always say we was all around the earth, bro. That is a lie, bro. There was melanated people in Africa, but they not us. Just because they melanated and they all around the earth don't mean they have civilization. They wasn't smart, bro. They were just living. They didn't have a civilization. Knowledge wasn't all over the earth, bro. True enough, people was all over the earth, but knowledge was not all over the earth. Why do you think Egyptians are talking about Atlanteans? Sumerians are talking about Atlanteans. We got to separate people all over the earth from knowledge all over the earth. It's two different things. Them Africans did not have no knowledge before we brought it there. That's why they called us God's chosen people. We all know melanated people was all over the earth, but were they doing anything with civilization-wise before our people brought it to them? No. Break that thought, man. That's why this knowledge and this teaching is so big, because this came with a people who were greater and smarter and more knowledgeable than other people. So when other people start writing about them, they Hebrews. They God's chosen people. They Atlanteans. That's like Michael Jordan getting in there with Klay Thompson. True enough, Klay could play, but Klay ain't the greatest. The greatest came through and dropped all type of rings. MJ fade away perfect. You want Jordan game or you want Klay Thompson's? Everybody ain't got Mike game, bro. We came with Mike game at a playground. We came with MJ game on a playground. And they was like, they can't be stopped. We got to come together to stop them. They giving us 60 and 70 points every night. That's the difference, bro. You got Klay with the little cute jumper. He ain't dunking on nobody. Mike is terrorizing the whole play. He is equipped. He is different. He come to win. He got the knowledge to win, the drive. He come to destroy. He come to win in life, bro. These people were the MJs of the ancient civilization of knowledge. Sit down, boy. Let me teach you something. You ain't got no coin? Sit down. Let me teach you astrology and give you some seeds. And you do this to that star and this moon, and you're going to have you some corn next year. You're going to be able to feed your civilization. You cannot become a chief or pharaoh if you cannot feed your people, man. That's what you got to remember. In ancient times, you cannot become a chief, a pharaoh, or a king if you cannot feed your people. Africans couldn't feed their people back in these times. We can feed our people. That's why we had the first list of kings. Do you know what a king and a pharaoh and a chief really is? You got to be able to lead your people with knowledge, and you got to be able to feed them. Let me ask y'all women something in the chat. Let me ask you women something in the chat, bro. True enough, y'all will have a dude back. Y'all will get a dude back, bro. But if he can't feed you, at least feed you for a long period of time, y'all finna leave, ain't it? Put yes or no in the chat with the women in the chat. If he can't feed you for 6 months, you steady cooking and feeding him, y'all finna leave, ain't it? That's not a king. You might cook the food, but he brought something for you to cook at least. Be real with me, women in the chat. Y'all finna go. I done fed the nigga 3 months. He ain't fed me a burger one time. I'm finna go. That's just life. At least you can feed the hunger. That's just common sense, bro. That's just basic life. So we gotta keep it to the basics. If they can't feed for a longer period of time, we gonna starve around here. You got to go, my nigga. We can't starve around here. Roll the call. We can't starve around here playing with you, bro. No. Let me get on down. Let me keep going, bro. Now, that's the truth, and the truth is the truth. My boy got to go. I got to starve for 3 months trying to fool with you, my boy. Get on. Okay. Egyptian hieroglyphics, right? Heretic style of hieroglyphics found on a wall in Iowa. Why are Egyptian hieroglyphics the same as hieroglyphics in Iowa, people? Look at that. It's the same. It's the same language. Heretic style of Iowa in Davenport, Iowa. Just like Egyptian hieroglyphics. Look at that. It's the same. Now, what does this prove? This proves that that language did not. Why is this language in America? This is supposed to be an African Egyptian language. This is the older style of this. This is the older style of this. Let's keep going. I just want to show y'all that. Skeletons of Indians, 7 feet tall, unearthed in Catahoula Parish, Louisiana. Skeletons in a grave on a mound at Larteh Lake. These people so old. We got ancestors so old. They just tall. Everything was bigger back in these days. BC times, these people 7 feet tall. That's how old these people are, people. Natchez, Mississippi is talking about Louisiana with mounds with 7 feet tall, melanated Indians in it. These ain't no damn lost race. I'm talking about the lost race of the white. Quit lost race. Roll the corn. The secret doctrine of the so-called Illuminati, the so-called Masons. The old masters, in the object of their lives to gather together once more these scattered fragments. Reconstruct the occult doctrine of the Atlanteans, people. This is where they get their knowledge from. Atlanteans, mound builders. This is where they steal all the knowledge from. All over the world, right? Secret doctrine. Rosicrucians is the Freemasonry cross. Secret doctrine about the Atlanteans, the descendants of people of the great center, of occult knowledge, right? All of their knowledge came from the so-called Atlantean. Look, Egypt got it from there. India, Persia, China, Chaldea, Media, Assyria, that's ancient Mesopotamia, ancient Greece. Everybody got their knowledge from the so-called Atlantean. And that's what I teach, because that's what I learned doing my research. Everybody, Atlantean ain't nothing but ancient mound builder knowledge evolving over time. I wanted to show y'all that. That's where they get all that from. And they try to make you think it's evil, but the whole time they stealing your people's stuff. A large Indian mound near the town of Gettysville, Pennsylvania, was recently been opened and examined by a committee of scientists sent out from the Smithsonian Institute. At some depth of the surface, a kind of vault was found in which there was discovered the skeleton of a giant measuring 7 feet 2 inches, ornamented with a copper crown, people. Copper crown. These are our people. Don't let these people tell y'all it's a lost race or a red-head giants, and that's a lie. Ain't no red-head giant wearing no copper crown. He dug no copper out the ground and made no crown. Stop it. Hunter-gatherers can't make no crown. Hunter-gatherers will never make a crown in BC times. You want us to believe a hunter-gatherer put a crown, melted some copper and made a crown to fit his head? To fit the new era cap? Stop it. Y'all, he folk crazy, bro. Roll the corn. Now, La Venta. Olmec mounds. They come after the North American mound builder, after the Mississippian. Look at that face. Look at them lips. Look at that nose. Tell me what kind of people these people is. Stop playing, man. Don't make me pull out the old mix. They won't show you these type of old mix sculptures. They building mounds looking just like that. This our people. This ain't no native. This our people. Building mounds aligned with the star constellations. Olmecs are mound builders, people. Negroid features. These are mound builders. These are descendants from the North American mound builders. That's why they were a little more advanced. They come from the first wave of mound builders in North America. Then they go to the South and become Olmecs. Then Olmecs become Mayans. The teachings get passed down on our continent. This is our continent's teachings. The Great Flood don't come from Egypt. The Great Flood don't come from Africa. In Mesopotamia, the Great Flood happened over here. These are not Africans. The Great Flood story in the Bible come from here. Africa and Mesopotamia ain't got no water to have no flood, bro. Let me say this again. Mesopotamia in the desert. The Nile River in the desert. Ain't no floods going on. Ain't no water over there to flood. Nothing. The flood story came from here to there. I went over there yesterday. Check my YouTube out for the video I did. I explained all that yesterday. Roll the corn. Now, let's get a little deeper. Who is this? Who is this and what is that? Who is this and what is that? Who is this and what is that? Yeah. That's corn. Yeah. Roll the corn. I pulled out a couple of old receipts today. Roll the corn. Who is this and what is that? This where the knowledge come from when the corn rolled. Buddha, Shiva. This where they get the knowledge from, our ancient culture. That's why the corn on the old statue that they won't show you, still over there today, they won't show you on the internet that these people are holding corn. I'm going to get the receipt because my people need to know. My people need to know the truth now. The corn is over there rolling all in the Hindus and Buddha and Shiva and Indonesia. The corn rolled over there too. That's where you get the Black Buddha from. Black Buddha is meditating to the crop field. Black Buddha is doing so-called meditations and what you call yoga and all that to the crops. Krishna. The corn roll with Krishna. I just want to, I don't want to leave them people out. Okay. The first Carib, a painting depicting the climax of the first Carib War, Jamaica. These ain't no Moors, people. They try to say they maroon Negroes. These are indigenous people of the islands. Look how they look. Look how they look. Melanated people. Stop playing. Jamaica. First Caribs. Y'all ain't come from no Africa over there in the islands. Y'all come from the big, y'all come from the big island. North and South America. That's where y'all come from. Quit acting like y'all from Africa, bro. These ain't no Moors, bro, James Brown. These people call everybody Moors, bro. Don't you realize that? Don't you see this YT man right here from England call everybody with that skin color a Moor? It's like a racist calling you the N-word. That's all it is. That's why they put it in the history like that. Maroons and Moors. And these ain't no Moors, man. These people are from this area of the world. They are not from Africa. These people rolled corn and sugar cane and all that before these people ever got there. Corn and sugar cane come from here. Simple. Let's keep it going. Now look, King Tut tomb in the Arkansas Valley. Look at that. See that? All-seeing eye, Ogie hand, Hamzu hand. This our stuff, bro. Ty chillin'. Moor means North African European person. That's what Moor means. You want to get to the definition of Moor, that means your ass from North Africa or your ass from Europe. Simple. That's all Moor means. They became Muslims and all of that. That ain't our culture, though. Moor is not indigenous America. I mean, people of the original people of Timaria are not Moors. I don't know how many times I got to tell y'all that. They're not. They're not, y'all. Don't get them mixed up. I just showed y'all a video of the Moors coming with the Spaniards, taking over cities all through Texas and Mexico and Arizona. Didn't y'all see that video? Them not your people. Let's keep going. Now, this is an ancient mound in Arkansas with the Hamzu hand found in the artifact. Hamzu hand, all-seeing eye, right? In these old mounds in Arkansas. Let's keep going. Now let's go look up this Hamzu hand. Orion's nebula was an Ogie. Orion was the hand, right? So you see this with funeral mounds. Rising of Orion on the east. Rising of Orion on the east is the helixual rising, people. This is the same thing the Egyptians studied and glorified their whole civilization. Helixual rising. The helixual rising got something to do with the all-seeing eye, people. Right? That's where you get this eye ideology from. Now, when you get the pyramid with the eye, the helixual rising is happening on the east of the morning star coming up, the sun on this end, pyramid in the middle. You get the star, the mound of the pyramid, and the sun all aligned together. That's where you get the symbol that's on top of the money. That's why they built mounds aligned with the helixual rising of Orion and the Sirius star and the sun and all of that, right? So our people been showing you about the helixual rising. Look at the mound. This was found in the mound in Arkansas. Talking about they found another one of these in Mississippi and Alabama, right? I even seen the sun in Mississippi got the sun with the morning star in front of it. All seeing eye, right? The mounds are aligned with this. Just like the pyramids are aligned with the same thing in Egypt. The rising of Orion. See how this aligned straight through the center of these mound complexes? That's how they go. Now let's get deep. Now Keisha the Hood Princess asked me about this receipt. I couldn't find it. I had to go back into my computer. But them Olmec heads in Canada, bro. Look at them Olmec heads in Canada. They go to eye, they go to nose, they go to helmet. Do you see them Olmec style people in Canada? That's fire. Cuneiform in Canada. I know y'all see them Olmec heads. Them ain't nothing but mound builders. All over North and Central America, mound builders. that became Olmec. This was found in Blue Creek. It's called Blue Cove or Blue Cave, Canada. It's like Northwest Canada. I got to get you the receipt on that. I just had it. I ain't put it into this slideshow right here. But look it up. It's called Blue something Canada. Let me see. See that? Ogham Pillar in Canada got cuneiform on it. Ogham Pillar in Canada. You see that? Screenshot that. Olmec heads in Canada. Carved right there. It took me a while. Yeah, Micmac had hieroglyphics too, Kenobi. Micmac Indians wrote hieroglyphics too. That's fire. That's fire. That's what's up. I just showed a receipt on that. Let's keep going. I got a couple more streets. I'm going to get out y'all way. A couple more receipts. Now, they're talking about King Tut Tomb, Arkansas Valley. That's the one that had the hand with the eye, right? King Tut Tomb, Arkansas Valley. So they're not really, they are saying that some type of tomb in Arkansas had a whole lot of artifacts, just like they found a whole lot of artifacts with King Tut. Right? That's fire. That's where they found my boy with the long hair on the artifact right there. Give me a two if you hear me. 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 Okay. But these are the artifacts found in a mound in Arkansas Valley, Mississippian culture. They got celts, seashells, all type of artifacts. But I wanted to show y'all that all seeing out of Ogie. I want y'all to, don't forget that. That's very important. Very important. See that? Olmec heads in Canada. Now let's go here. See, now we go to the artifacts, right? North America, number 7. See that? Number 12, I'm tripping. If that's 7, fuck them Roman numerals. But right here, look at that face. Olmec, 2000 BC. Look at that face. That's us. Come on, man. Yeah, that's 7. You're right, that's 7. I'm tripping. I'm getting mixed up with 12, Lorena. Look at that. Look at that. Now you're looking in Europe, you see 400 BC, you see, 1000 BC, but over here, Olmec was older than all these other places, but they're not older than the North American mound building. But look, I want y'all to look at his face, Olmec. Look at his face. Look at these two people right here. Look at these two people. These are our people. These are our people, bro. Look at that man's face. Don't nobody look like that but us. Yeah, the X means 10. I ain't looked at, sometime, man, I ain't been and went through these Roman numerals in so long. Yeah, the V is 5, the X is 10. I know, I'm tripping. But that's the face I want y'all to see. Number 7, Olmec. That's us. Look at that one. That's us. That's us. That's us. 2000 BC down there in Mexico. We've been over here rolling the corn. These people don't come from no Africa. Now let's keep going. Ancient Egyptians in the New World, right? These folks said they found Osiris and Isis statues. In August 1914, Gonzalez was excavating a Mayan ruin in the city of Aquajuta in Mexico. The 2 illustrated statuettes were uncovered. On the male, the headdress, the beard, and the cortege are typically Egyptian in style. The male is thought to represent Osiris. The female is Isis, found in Mexico. Right? Now, y'all know I got to go find the real receipt. You know I'm going to find the real receipt, right? Y'all know me. Here go the real ones. Here go the real ones. Come on, man. Real receipts, real statues, real pictures. Why is Osiris and Isis in Mexico? Because it came from here. I told y'all Osiris is a resurrection agriculture deity. Osiris sprouts. When he resurrects, he sprouts corn. Roll the corn. He is the same equivalent as the maize god of the Olmecs. Look at that. That's fire. That's fire. Look at that. Look at her face. Look at the face. Look at the face. These are our people. I ain't showed y'all an African artifact yet. All this stuff come from here. Found here. Let's keep going. This stuff old, ancient. Let's keep going. I got a couple more receipts, bro. A wonderful cave in Cincinnati. Well, Mammoth Cave in Kentucky, right? Kentucky Mammoth Cave. Let me show y'all what's in this cave. Roll the corn. Discovered several mummified remains discovered in a large room. They present every appearance of Egyptian mummies. You see that? We the ones mummified the people first. The oldest mummies, they say, are found in South America. But mummies been found in the mounds. They won't tell us that mummies been found in the mounds older than South America. They won't tell us that. But mummification they said it came from the Chinchorro people in Peru, which is around 9,000 years ago. The first mummies they said they found older than Egypt come from Peru. But Peru didn't get that from South America. They came from another part of America. But they won't tell you how old these mummies in these mounds are. You see that? Mummies in the mounds, people. And in Mammoth Cave, because I studied Mammoth Cave, there is a large stone tomb, like 8 feet long, with a lid on it. With a lid on it, and they acting like wasn't nobody found in it. You can take a tour through Mammoth Cave, Kentucky, and walk right by the tomb. And they just tell you it's just a big piece of stone. It was a lid on top of a tall person, ancient, in Mammoth Cave in Kentucky. I got an old video on my page showing the video I took of the stone. Roll the corn. I got it. I found it on YouTube, and I slowed it down and showed it to you like a big stone tomb in Mammoth Cave, Kentucky. So if you're in that area, go check that out. It's right there in your face. Okay. Let us now turn to the copper color American Hebrews. The copper color American Hebrews. These people knew who our ancestors were. They knew who these people were. Copper color American Hebrews. Right? They know who you are. That's why I love you and I'm in love with you, because I know who you are. I know who you are. Can't nobody discourage me from nothing that I know, because I know exactly who my people are from descendants from these people from the Southeast. I know who y'all are. I know exactly who y'all are. The most spiritual, the most powerful energy, the most let me just go through this real quick before I do my last couple receipts. Y'all, our people who are descended from mound builders, the southeastern people who moved around this country, y'all are the most powerful, spiritual people on the face of this earth. Could nobody around the earth take what those people done to our ancestors, and we are still here today to talk about it? Nobody. Nobody could have took it. They talk about these other things like what happened over there in Germany and whatever for entertainment purposes only. That's just jail. We done went to jail. We done worked. We done cultivated millions of acres of field. We done fed y'all people and our people. Taken from our people, moved around the country. Enslaved, beat upside the head, unalived, threw all these drugs in the neighborhood. Nobody could have took all this, bro, but us. Only God's chosen people can take the heavy burden of what they gave to our ancestors. If you ain't built like this, you wasn't going to make it. I'm sorry. Ain't no other culture ever had to deal with nothing of this magnitude this long. Nobody. And still putting up with it today. They are still headhunting our people. They want us to unalive our people to help them out. That's why I hate violence through our people to our people. I hate it. Because they smile when it happened. They wanted it to be like that. They didn't have the courage to do it, so you got to figure out a way to make your own people hate your own people. So y'all can do some of the job for us. And I hate that. But I know who y'all are. And the power. I have seen one person with this bloodline of descendants, the most powerful people spiritually I have ever seen in my life, bro. Some older people from Mississippi, these people are so powerful spiritually. I don't even talk about this a lot because this is on a whole nother thing. But these people, imagine if these people were together on the same page with the same ancient knowledge, with the same love for their people. Imagine. The spirituality alone will blow everybody out of the water, people. Alone. Y'all hear me? Give me a 2 in the chat. Y'all hear me? Y'all see me? Give me a 2 in the chat. Give me a 2 if y'all hear me, y'all see me. The spirituality alone, we created spirituality. We created manifestation, people. We create our bloodline of people from here created all of that. That's why we so powerful. We don't even know it. It's still in our blood, but we don't know it. We lost touch with it. That's why they stay on your back. That's why they stay on your head. They don't want you to get that power back. They don't want you to get that power back, bro. They want you to worry about them bills and your child getting hurt out here in the street and the car note in the house and the mortgage, and you forget about that big spirit right in your body who created all of this spirituality and all of that. They want to distract you from that. They want to make you so materialistic that you forget about all of that. Or you in so much of a hustle and bustle that you forget about that. But by taking the land and making you work to pay them, they put you back in the matrix. That's why the land and the crops and the stars and the spirits and the earth and the sky, all this stuff is so important. They put you back in. You was out of the matrix. Your people was out of the matrix long time. Listen to me, bro. We are in the matrix now. Our ancestors in BC times on the Mississippi River was not in no matrix. They didn't owe nobody nothing. They created their own food. They created their own fishing holes. They created their own places to live. They fed everybody in the area. They weren't in the matrix. They wasn't in no rat race. They put our people in a rat race. Now we competing against each other in a rat race. But in the old Mississippi, what we competing for? Everybody go out there and pick what you want to eat. Everybody walk out there and pick what you want to eat. We got fish right there. Go get what you want to eat for free. Now, they made our people so petty, we don't even want to give a neighbor a plate of food. That's not us, bro. That's not our spirit. That's not that's not us. They are trying to turn us into them. All of that, show love to our neighbor and stuff. We created all of that, bro. Don't no hunter-gatherer create nothing talking about no love to your neighbor. Y'all think that stuff fake? Some people think that teaching is fake. They got that right out of ancient temples and mounds and wrote in Paleo Hebrew and stuff, bro. That stuff is real. You think a great people built pyramids and didn't know how to act? Didn't have behavior written down nowhere? That's like me writing a science book about a pyramid, but I can't tell you how to say yes, ma'am, to an older person. All of that go together. You being a good, virtuous person go together with the knowledge, bro. You don't act like no asshole with no knowledge. You are a gentle person with the knowledge. Knowledge makes you patient. Knowledge makes you understand other people's situation and treat them a certain type of way. Only fools treat people bad. How can I treat somebody bad and I have once been treated bad? That's crazy. That's the teachings of our people. You live virtuously. That come from us. The Hebrew is virtuous. That come from us. Treat your neighbor good and don't steal and kill. That come from us. Hunter-gatherers been killing since they hit the earth. We said don't do that. It's not right. Because we had the real original spirituality to tell somebody that. You got to feel it in order to write that down in ancient times, bro. Ain't no hunter-gatherer talking about they still killing us today. You know they wasn't saying it 3,000 years ago. Come on, man. That's not in their repertoire. Whatever they got to do to get to where they going materially, they going to do it. They are trying to manifest materially. That's where pagan worship come from. See, that's why our people be lost. See, I ain't even going to drop no more receipts today. I'm just going to rant for a couple minutes. That's why our people lost. We think manifesting material things is talking to God, but you're not talking to God. You don't talk to a higher being in matter, in material objects. It's crazy. You don't be like, God, I need a Nissan Altima. You need a Nissan Altima? Get your ass out of here. That ain't what you talk to. That ain't what you manifest. God, I need a Chevrolet Camaro. Is you crazy? You don't try to manifest nothing like that through the nature and the truth. That ain't what this was about. was about, okay, we already God's chosen people because the spirit already in us to be great and virtuous and good people anyway. So we ain't even got to talk about that. You were born with that. You already know when you're doing wrong and what's wrong. You know that. Y'all quit playing. All y'all, I hate when my people act like they don't know what's wrong and what's right. Y'all know what's wrong and what's right. Stop playing. Even you YNs know what's wrong and what's right. Y'all just been driven by pagan worship and materialism. And that breaks you from what's right and what's wrong. But when you manifest something, you manifest in abundance for your people. That's where it started at. You are part of your people, so you're going to manifest good things anyway. Right? You just don't get in there talking about yourself. You get in there and say, my people, we need abundance of crops or knowledge. The knowledge can get me where I'm going. Knowledge and hard work, and my body is being healthy, and I'm in tune. I can go get whatever I want to get if I want it. But I don't ask this for the specific thing. I ask for the power, for the knowledge and the power and the health of my body to go there and get that. If that's what I want to do. That's more important than the Nissan Altima. Because you might end up getting you with something bigger. You go to manifest health. I woke up and I wasn't crazy. That's what you need to be talking to the universe about. Health. I woke up and I wasn't crazy. I'm healthy. Somebody give me some knowledge I could use to better myself and my situation for my people. Now, after I get that from the manifestation, I can use that to go do what I want to do worldly. You see what I'm saying? I can't explain it the way I want to explain it, but y'all get what I'm saying. Roll the corn. The first manifestation started in the field. I really want these crops to grow so I can feed my little 3-month-old baby over here. I really want these crops to grow because I really got to feed this little baby I just had. That's where the power of that manifestation came from. That's why I must have a good harvest. So I'm going to sit out here and meditate in this field because I must have it. It's life or death. If my crops go bad when I'm manifesting these crops, my baby is not going to live. And it started with that energy, and then it went into a whole nother hemisphere of energy and spirituality. It went into a whole bigger, million times bigger than that. It just grew from, it started with that, and it just got huge. That's why when I go find ancient statues of the Hindu, ancient statues of Sumerians, ancient statues of it, these people are sitting in the crop field meditating. They sitting in the crop field, Indian with their legs crossed meditating. All the cultures. They trying to get the power. They understand that if I don't switch from trying to hunter-gatherer into a civilization bringer and put food right here in the area where I'm living, we not going to live long. They understood that. We're not going to make it out here. We got to figure out something with nature and earth and the sky and spirituality and meditation and get and by sticking my hands in this dirt, I become one with nature and I'm meditating to one with nature. That hit our people upside the head sometime in history, and they made it happen. Imagine you in these fields long 5,000 years ago. Ain't no water, ain't no McDonald's, ain't no Wi-Fi. You out here with the stars, your spirit, the dirt, the earth, and the water. You got to make something happen with what the earth and the sky gave you. It sounds fun, but this stuff is hard. Because you got to go find seeds and put two seeds together and you got to harvest and flip. You got to get the brick, bust it up and flip it. Get the brick, bust it up and flip it. Just to get a nice size field going. Right? You might find 3 seeds. You got to flip them 3 to 1,000 seeds in one field. So that's hard work, bro. Imagine doing that in the desert. Imagine they drop us in the middle of Arizona. We got to put some crops out here in no water nowhere. That's hard, bro. And your baby depending on you for this food to grow, for that baby to eat in the wintertime. Come on, man. Think about that. That's deep. You got to get spiritual. You got to work it. You got to work it out. For real. You got to work it out, man. Couple more receipts. They talking about Choctaw Negroes, people. Choctaw Negroes. Right? Choctaw Negroes. They killed the Choctaw Negro. They've been killing us before we was even African Americans. They've been unaliving us before we even became African American. Now look at this. Old Alec McTubby, a Choctaw Negro, killed. Do you see what's going on? They changed the name, but the game's still the same. Choctaw Negroes. Choctaw Negro shot. Choctaw, yeah, shot. You right, Marty Marr. Choctaw Negro shot. Same thing going on today. The status of the Negroes in the Chickasaw Nation. See that? The Negroes in the Chickasaw Nation making elaborate preparations for a general exodus to Oklahoma. What are they talking about? What are they talking about, people? I'm going to end with this because I taught y'all this. I taught you this. The Negroes in the Chickasaw Nation are making elaborate preparations for the general exodus to Oklahoma. That's the Trail of Tears, people. I told y'all our people got took to Tulsa. And they evolved again and came up with Black Wall Street. I taught that. Now I see people all over the internet acting like they came up with that. You didn't figure that out. I broke that code. Because I got kinfolks from Mississippi in Tulsa. Way before I learned it in the book, I got kin people that was moved in our family land still in Tulsa right now. Them Mississippians, them not no Tulsa, Oklahoma people. And they live in Tulsa right there by Black Wall Street. Still to this day, the descendants of my people still up there. Roll the corn. That's how I figured that out. Now people on the internet acting like they just smart. I just researched what I already knew. The Negroes in the Chickasaw Nation are making elaborate preparations for a general exodus to Oklahoma. The Army told the Negro Chickasaws, y'all got to leave your land and go to Oklahoma. This paragraph is so powerful, you don't understand. This is what this is telling you, my people. Negro Indians got moved to Oklahoma because they were Indians out and got to start over with some new farmland in the desert. You know how powerful that is? When I taught that, people thought I was tripping. How you think our people got to Tulsa to build Black Wall Street? This how. I love y'all and I'm in love with you, man. Now they got emotional, man. This the truth. Galil at the gun, roll the corn. Appreciate the love. Y'all follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my live. I can't teach you no better, man. I love y'all and I'm in love with you because I know who you are. Galil at the gun. That means roll the corn. We know the truth now. Screenshot this before I get out of here.